Hi everybody, Alex Abloy here from Expert Forex, and in today's video we're going to be talking about trending and sideways markets. And on your screen you can see the multiple moving averages indicator, which makes it so easy to find trending and sideways markets. So I'm going to show you an easy two-step process to health, wealth and happiness. So the first thing is to find trending currencies and sideways currencies, and then simply apply the moving average crossover technique to trending currencies, and then the RSI trend line technique to sideways currencies. Now it's quite easy to find trending currencies. On your screen you can see a tool that we use that is called the currency selector, and it is based on the ATR, the average true range that a currency has over a period, and in this case we use daily. So on your screen here you can see that the pound yen on a daily basis travels on average 224 pips. So the daily movement on the pound yen is a trend. You can see the movements are huge. They might go up and down, but they are all trends. Whereas down here we have the euro pound, which only moves 25 pips a day. So that is definitely a sideways currency because it hardly moves. It just vibrates during the day, and that is what we would call a sideways movement currency. Now the ATR is an indicator that can be found on all MetaTrader platforms, but all you do then is you take the daily ATR of all those currencies and you can immediately tell which ones are the sideways currencies and which ones are the trending ones. That's one way of doing it. Then we look at the actual trends that happen in the market, how long they are from the start of the trend to the end of the trend. How long are those particular trends for each currency? And again, we look at, for instance, the pound yen, and we can see on average the buy trend, that from the start of the trend to the end of the trend, is 355 pips. And the average sell trend is almost the same, 352 pips. So you can see those trends are pretty big. And then if you combine the two, if we just get an average of the two, pretty close, 354. But what we're also interested in is what is the biggest trend that has occurred there. And you can see here, in this particular case, it's 1,000 pips. So it says the pound yen can trend tremendously. Now that is done on a slow indicator basis. We use the zigzag indicator, which shows the trends in the market. If you then increase the quickness of that indicator, then the numbers are slightly lower. But the point here is that you then find the trendiest currency and then the non-trendiest currency. And again, we look at the pound, euro pound. Again, the trends are pretty small, 57 pips, 63 pips, average of 60 pips. And the biggest trend that occurred here is 127 pips. So again, you definitely trade this using a trending technique, and you definitely trade this using a sideways technique. Then we've colored these in. These are all the sideways currencies, and these are the trendy currencies. So there we are. Point one is easy to do. You just come here and have a look at these. In fact, you can use these tables as they are, bearing in mind that they have been created on the 1st of August 2024. So now we know which ones are the trendy currencies and which ones are the sideways currencies. Let's go and have a look at trading them. So here's an example of a currency that tends to trend. So a high trend currency, either determined by the ATR or determined by the zigzag indicator or the trend indicator. So here you can see this is a moving average. The moving average has been offset or shifted by 4. It's a 4 moving average, and that is also called the magic moving average because it captures trends beautifully. So let's start here. The price goes over the moving average. There's a nice sell trend. Then it goes over the moving average, nice buy trend. It zigzags a bit there and then has a nice sell trend over there, nice buy trend over there. And here's the bonus. If you catch a trend, you make a lot of money. And here it went into a sell mode, and look how that moving average kept us in the sell mode for such a long time, and only crossed over there, zigzagged a bit, went further down, and then caught a nice buy trend. So here's the answer. If you want to trade a trending currency, use the magic moving average, which is 4 offset or shifted by 4. Simple as that. No, you don't have to do anything else. Then here's a nice sideways currencies that we found, and how you trade that is you use the RSI. The RSI is a momentum indicator. It measures the momentum in the market, oversold and overbought techniques. And the way that I have made a lot of money is I've used the trend line violation technique. So what happens? The RSI goes oversold, it goes plum 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 all over, and then you draw a trend line like that. So when it crosses it from the top, it's a signal to sell, and when it crosses it from the bottom, it's a signal to buy. And you can see these lovely signals that have occurred here. Boom, and there we are, and here's the big one. That one was an amazing trend. But essentially, that is how simple it is. Use the RSI. The RSI is also set for 4. It uses a 4 period. That makes sure that it goes overbought and oversold all the time. And here you can see how well these signals have worked. There's the crossover, fantastic buy signal. There's a crossover, fantastic sell signal. There's a crossover, a fantastic buy signal. There's a crossover, fantastic sell buy signal, and then here's a fantastic sell signal. That's how simple trading is. Find the right currency and apply the right strategy. So that is how simple trading is. And if you follow this process, it will be a process to health, wealth, and happiness. Because all you have to do is find sideways trending currencies. I've shown you how easy that is, and then apply those 2 techniques that I've just shown you. Now, I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope you've learned something about trading, and I hope that you've also decluttered your mind of how complicated trading can be. Can you see how simple those techniques are? They are so simple. And a lot of people cause themselves to have paralysis from analysis because they analyze and use so many indicators and do all kinds of funny things where trading is actually a very simple activity. So as always, links to items mentioned in this video will be in the description of the video as well as in the first commentary. From me, Alex Deploy, cheerio.